There it is. Hi! I was like, hello, game? Where are you? Hi, everyone! Hello! Ah! Good afternoon, Crybabies! We're finally... What? I didn't even click anything! Why is this game so loud now? It wasn't that loud when I started it like 5 seconds ago! Holy crap! Hello? Chill out! Oh my god. Is this game haunted? Why is it just playing its intro for me without me asking it to? I guess we're gonna have to watch this first, and then we'll talk. Cause I guess it really wants me to see the opening. This is a really good song though. This is like in the anime when it just plays like the intro randomly and you don't expect it to just start. Is it done? Great. Well, hi everyone! I hope you've been having a great afternoon slash day. Today we're playing Corpse Party. I guess the game has a mind of its own because it just played the intro without asking me for any permission to start playing it. But, this is a game that I found out about from, like, it was a YouTube video. I don't remember... Okay, we're gonna mute the game for now. We're muting the game for now. Be quiet. If it's just gonna keep playing the intro in the background without asking me, we're gonna mute it and play my music. But, I heard about this game for the first time. Hasn't it been muted? No? Was it muted when it was playing the opening? You guys can't hear it when I like was playing the game audio? Like, you can't hear it when I do this? This is, you can't hear this? Oh, that's crazy. Sorry. Okay. Let me try doing this. How is this? Is this better? Can you hear it now? Yes? Okay. So for now, we're just gonna turn off the game audio so we can talk for a bit before. And then we'll have the background music playing while we do it. Because I think this is just gonna go on a loop. I think this game hates waiting for you to want to actually play it. It's like, not supportive of the fact that I like talking before I play the game. It's like, you should play the game right now. And in theory, I should play the game right now. But I'm gonna tell you my backstory. Do you prefer playing with a keyboard or... A keyboard or controller? I like controllers, but I'm gonna use the keyboard for this game because I forgot to plug my controller in last night. And I use a wireless one, so I can't just plug it into my PC to play. But I first heard of this game, like, how many years ago now? 3 or 4 years ago? I was watching... It's kind of like how I found Fear and Hunger. I like watching stuff about horror games and ARGs and true crime. And so I once found a video talking about the anthology of Corpse Party. It was like talking about which games would be the best to play of all of them, like what order you should play the games in, the history of the game. But that was like 2 years or something, maybe now. So I don't remember the plot, but I know that it's like a quote-unquote horror game. I guess it is for sure a horror game, but apparently this first game isn't that gory. Apparently the anime is much gorier. Did I watch PewDiePie play it? No, I didn't watch PewDiePie play it. I watched PewDiePie play Outlast though. That was like one of the first YouTube videos I ever remember watching, other than when I would watch like anime episode part 1 of 12. Was a PewDiePie playing Outlast. It was like one of the first YouTube videos I remember actually watching on the platform. But ever since I watched that, like, what would you call it? Like a, is it like a anthology? No, I forget what they call it. There's like a term, but ever since I watched that first video talking about all the different Corpse Party games, I've wanted to play the game. So I've tried to not watch other people talk about it, so I'd be more surprised when I actually did play the game, because I didn't want to know the plot. I just wanted to know which one I should start with. Because there is a much older version of this game, I think. This is the 2021 version of it, which I think is like, what, a remake or a remaster of it? Sort of like how you can play Pocket Mirror or you can play Golden Tranatorium or whatever it's called. But I've been waiting to play this game for a long time. If we had debuted in like October last year, then I would have wanted to play it then, but I wanted to wait like until we got to October this year to play Corpse Party, because I can't play a lot of very popular horror games. So I figure if I can't play a lot of very popular horror games, then I'll play ones that I can play that are quote-unquote still popular. I think Corpse Party still is in the media. You know, people still think about Corpse Party, so I thought this would be a good game for me to play for Halloween. I'm sorry if I sound really, like, I don't know, sniffly today. I've had a lot of allergies today, but it's okay. My work went really well last night. Well, took a while, but I finished by like 3 o'clock. So I did end up finishing the work I needed to get done and turned in last night, which was great. I did finish it. Also, we were supposed to raid Chisato from Vols last night, but I thought I had clicked save on my raid to redirect, and then it was like paused, and then I wanted to reload the page, so then I reloaded the page, and I thought that I saw that it was saved, but I think I misclicked and then hit this one because it was red, the thumbnail. And then I guess that saved and it redirected to this. But I was trying to redirect to Chisato because she was doing unarchived karaoke. I thought that would be fun. And then I thought I typed the message into the old chat, but I guess by then the old chat had been completely closed. But we were supposed to go into Chisato's stream yesterday. But, I looked it up, and I think this game is what, like, for the main story is like 10 hours, so I guess it'll be like four streams or so to play Corpse Party, right? Around 4 to 5 streams, sort of like Pocket Mirror, not Pocket Mirror, Little Goody Two Shoes. It was funny raiding into here with our raid messages. I know. I saw that after it raided into here and I was like, what is happening? That's embarrassing. Can I go back in time? Can I steal Sarita's watch? How embarrassing. So, instead, we came here and now you're gonna see this today. I like, turned off the voice acting so that I could read the lines for this one. But if you guys end up hating that, then we can go back to me not doing the voice acting and then just listening to the original actors, depending on what brings you more joy. Because I think this is fully voice acted. Which is honestly pretty rare for an RPG Maker game, but I guess the series is pretty popular, so I guess it makes sense that the new version would have full voice acting. I don't actually know if this game is hard. I tried not to look into about a lot of information about this game. All I know is that they're in a school and that there's some sort of curse, but I don't actually know like the plot points. I don't know much other than that. And I know that there's like this one scene from the anime that I do actually know about, because people always post it on Twitter. It's the one where she gets like dragged back or something and then like she dies, and it's very gory and violent, and it reminds me a lot of Higurashi. But I think Higurashi is like way bigger than this game, right? The franchise. Because I feel like I still hear a lot more about Higurashi than I hear about this, but we ain't ever gonna play Higurashi or Umineko, because those games are like 20,000 like times longer than this. So this was an anime? Yes, they adapted it into an anime, I believe, right guys? Just the first game, right? I don't remember them making an anime of the other games, but I never watched the anime because I don't really like gore, and I don't really like horror animes because they scare me. That's true. Higurashi did get an anime remake. Well, it's not a remake, right? It's a continuation. That's what Go is, right? It's like continuation of the franchise, not a remake. Corpse Party, Tortured Souls, 2013 Horror Season 1. I always wanted to watch Go and Sotsu, but I never could get myself to watch the remakes because I was worried, or the continuations, because I was worried that I would get scared. But I can't tell if it's more gory or less gory than the original for Go and Sotsu. I know I really like the songs from those two though. That's how I recommended the song for Yui for Perry's concert for the I believe what you said. Da, 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 da. Dear You, yeah! I remember back in the day, guys, the first time, so I actually found Higurashi. Funnily enough, I found out about it because I was watching a Warrior Cats fan. Well, it was not specifically Warrior Cats. It was a DeviantArt webcomic that had a cat that looked like it was from Warrior Cats that I was really into, and someone made an AMV of that webcomic that used Dear You. Okay? And I was like, wow, this song is really good. So then I looked up where the song was from, and it was from Higurashi. And I was like, oh, an anime! That's so cute! I just finished watching like K-On! And Angel Beats. I should watch Higurashi. Very different. Extremely different, actually. Because I have always watched anime since I was a kid, but I wasn't like super into anime until I started watching like K-On! And Angel Beats. And then I found this one Higurashi from that one Warrior Cats. Oh yeah, it's not that I don't think the person liked Warrior Cats who made the webcomic. I'm in fact pretty sure that they liked Warrior Cats, but I mean the comic itself wasn't a Warrior Cats one. But I mean the character's name was Moonfur, which is very much a Warrior Cats name. But like the plot was completely different, and I was like a huge fan of this webcomic. It was called like Chasing Nightmares, and it was on DeviantArt. It's a really good webcomic if you like cats and wolves and anime. But one day it also kind of had some like plot elements of like Ginga Norioboshi Gin / weed, Densetsu weed. But I mean, what can I say? Wait, I should look up how to say it, because I was trying to say it when I was on my trip with Yena and Hio, and then I forgot what it was called. It's called Ginga Nagareboshi. Oh my god, I said it right! Okay. It's Ginga Nagareboshi Gin. Because I found out on that trip that Yena also likes Ginga Densetsu weed. I haven't met a person in absolute eons who knows Ginga Densetsu weed and Ginga Nagareboshi Gin. But like, it was so like random in the car that like, Yena like just, I believe, turned on the Densetsu weed song, and I was like, is that the song? And she was like, you know this? And I was like, I do know this! But she's never watched Nagareboshi Gin, so I told her to watch it, but I don't know if she will, because she said she likes underdog stories, and I don't think that, I mean, I wouldn't consider Nagareboshi Gin a underdog story. Welcome to the Toka Cult, Crybaby. Hi, Cade! Thank you for being a member for 9 months! Good evening, Clarity. I can't believe it's been 9 months already. I don't want to believe it's been 9 months either. I was on my dog walk today, and I had like this like realization while I was on the walk that it's almost been like almost a whole year. Wah! Welcome to the Toka Cult, Crybaby. Hi, Brandon. Thank you for being a member for 4 months. Wah! I know, it's almost been a year, and it's been like the longest and shortest year of my life. Sometimes I feel like it's been like so freaking long, and then other times it feels really short, but I think it's because of like the debut period for SVP was so long for me that it just feels like forever, because we were in the basement for a really long time, and like I was thinking about, like when I was thinking about it on the walk today, when I was thinking about like how long it's been, I kept thinking about like how last year during this period of time I was like, I didn't even have my model like rig wasn't even finished, because my art was one of the first to finish, but my papa had a really long queue, so I had to wait for my model to get rigged, because he had to go, you know, through the queue like a normal person would in a commission queue, right? So I was waiting a really long time for the rig, and so I don't even think I had my model rigged yet at this point in the year last year. Like, my model's art was done really fast, but then since I was waiting in the queue, there was so long that I was just waiting and waiting for the model. And I remember like I was in like waiting in like a VNet call, because I hadn't had my model yet, but some of the girls already had their models rigged, and they were like, you know, hanging out in VNet, and I was like, I don't think I had my model yet for VNet. Cutting it close. I mean, you don't really need your model, like, until like way closer to a debut, like, because it's not like I made a lot of, well, I did at the time. I had like recorded my shorts for a while, because I recorded about what, I think I recorded about a month, 2 months worth of shorts before I got my model, and so that when I had my model I could just record them, because I don't make like comedy shorts or anything. I make like mostly music shorts, so it was pretty easy to like pre-record and then just be able to record my model later, and like it was pretty easy to just work on other backend stuff I had to do before debut, like because as long as you have the design, you know, you can like commission people. You don't need like the full model to be rigged in order to like commission stuff that you need. The peak model that would be created. I don't know. I hope my model, people like my model and that they think it's peak. I had the design in my head for a really long time. Like before I was an SVP, this like the original part of the design was very much like a random like OC I had sort of drawn. Like the concept for the lore came a little bit later, but the base designs of like it were from a really long time ago. Cause I like in my free time I like sometimes just drawing characters. So the like basis of like parts of the design had been in something I had for a really long time. Like when I joined SVP, I already knew kind of what I wanted. Like before I even signed the contract, I kind of knew what I wanted. Ain't no party like a corpse party. It is gonna be a party. I don't know if you would call this a fun party. It's more like a revenge party, a party that ends with somebody's head on a stake. It's a revenge party with your two best friends. I heard this was originally made in RPG Maker. It is, or it was, slash I think it still is. It's like a really old RPG Maker game. Yeah, a stake. A stake is like a piece of wood with a sharp end. Like you kill vampires with a stake. Guys, am I stupid? That's what it's called, right? Did I forget all of my years of Buffy the Vampire Slayer? That's what it's called. A stake? Okay. I was questioning everything. I was like, I can't be this deep into Buffy lore and not know what a stake is. I was like, I'm not that bad at the terms in the English. It's a lyric from it's Stake, the wooden one. The one where you stab someone with like a vampire. It's a song lyrics from Mean Girls the musical. It's a song called Revenge Party. A wooden stake to the heart kills a vampire. Granted, who would? That's true. That should hopefully that would kill most things, to be stabbed to the heart with wood. Ugh. Or you would hope it would. Can you imagine, like, if vampires were real and wooden stakes wouldn't actually kill them? I guess that would be Twilight, wouldn't it? Now that I think about that, that's more like Twilight vampires wouldn't get killed by a stake. They need to be like torn apart piece by piece and then thrown in a fire and burned. Because if you just rip apart the pieces and you don't burn it, the pieces can come back together and be glued back together. How do Twilight vampires die? You have to decapitate them and then you have to burn the body. Fire is always a good backup. Fire is always a good backup. Yeah, in Twilight, so like in the first movie, they like rip the limbs off of the guy and then they light a fire with him in it. And when they rip apart their limbs and stuff, you can always hear like a clinking sound, kind of like a jewel breaking, because like, you know, they shine in the sun. Ugh. The person who looks like a preschooler is actually a middle schooler? You mean in this game? That's a lot of animes. People are very ambiguous ages because they just are drawn like an anime character. It's like if you ever watched like Shugochara, you would never guess that like they're in like what, late elementary / middle school. Or like Cardcaptor Sakura, or Sailor Moon, you wouldn't assume that they were as young as they are. I think it's because since a lot of those like shoujo-y animes, like from back in the day, they give them like very long limbs. And you would assume, I guess, because of like how American culture, most shows are set in high school, that like they would also be in high school, but a lot of shows are actually set in middle school. Like, it's strange to me, I guess, that like there's a lot of middle school slash like very young high school characters in like anime, but a lot of the ones in America are like always like later high school age. Very different topics too. So I think it just comes from like the assumptions we have based on like traditional media in our cultures. Even the ages for like I remember talking with Perry about the ages of the Teen Titan characters when I was hanging out with her, because she didn't know that like Beast Boy was so young. Or Beast Boy was so young. Beast Boy was getting older, because we were talking about like the Beast Within episode, and how I was like, it's like, kind of like a metaphor for puberty, and she like hadn't considered that aspect of it. We were like talking about that, because he's like the youngest one. He's supposed to be like 14 at the start of the series. And I guess I don't know how long each of the seasons is supposed to represent in the series. Like, it could be like a year, or it could be a couple of months. I mean, if you've ever seen Miraculous Ladybug, the time, like, gauge for Miraculous Ladybug is like actually kind of insane. Because if you look at the holidays that pass, you're like, there's no way this is happening. And then like, there's like, because there's 2 different Christmas episodes and like 1 Valentine's Day episode. But then also, like, with the way they talk about the months in Miraculous Ladybug, all of the events in the 6 seasons that have happened already are basically like around a year or less that the time has passed for the series in the 6 seasons that have happened. So then you kind of have to assume that actually the series starts very close to December, so that makes sense why there's 2 Christmas episodes, regardless of the fact that like a whole, like, basically only about a year and a little bit over has been able to pass for the whole series so far. After seeing the trailer for Miraculous World Tokyo yesterday, it made me really want to look at to rewatch some of Miraculous Ladybug 2. Even though the show was so stupid, but I really like it. It's one of my favorite like background noise comfort shows. Like, sometimes when Yui and I hang out, we watch Miraculous Ladybug. Then other times we watch My Little Pony. And then sometimes we watch Uma Musume. We're almost done. We have 3 episodes left, which we still haven't had time to watch it yet. And then what else do we watch sometimes? I forget. There's like one more show that we watch once in a while, when I'm able to make her hang out with me. Like, time to watch children's cartoons and anime. There's a lot of shows I have to watch with the girls. Like, Serena and I have been trying to plan a day for like a while where we like hang out and I show her Revue Starlight. And then we also talked about wanting to do like a watch along for Steven Universe stuff too. But then also, I've been seeing a lot of Owl House clips on my timeline, and it's making me want to watch the Owl House again. I just like kids shows because they have a happy ending. I think there's so many like stressful things in the world, and so many like not happy stories in the world, that I really enjoy like watching media that has a happy ending, because it makes it less stressful to watch. Like, I like knowing that like the characters I like are gonna be happy in the end and everything's gonna be okay. You know? Like, I like that guarantee when I watch anime and movies and TV. And I know a lot of people are like, don't really find slice of life shows that like engaging, because they're like, oh, this is just kind of like cutesy girls being cute. And I'm like, what's so wrong with watching cutesy girls being cute? You sad they don't have blood dripping out of their eyes because of the drama and the dark spirits and all the curses and the superpower fighting. The girls are just being happy and having fun. I watched the first few seasons of MLP, Friendship is Magic, and I think sometimes you should go back and finish the rest. You should! MLP is a great series. I like the friendship lessons it has. Hi! Hi, Big Papa John! Welcome! I do think, also, I want to do, at one point, I want to do a watch along of the newest MLP movie. I don't want to watch the series. I don't really care for New Generation. Like, the series is kind of... I've seen clips of it, and I'm like, wow. The animation and the animation and, like, the voice acting for the full series, it's just not that great to me. But the movie itself, like the main movie that came out first for Netflix, I think is actually pretty funny. The next series was CGI. Yes, it is. It is CGI, which is sad. I like the original art style a little more, but the movie was pretty okay. It was very much like a children's movie, but it wasn't a bad children's movie or anything. We have to recalibrate this. Hi, Toka. I quit John's fast food joint. He's a bad manager. Why is he a bad manager? Is there a reason you're a bad manager, John? Papa John, why? Why would you be a bad manager? Are you okay, Rex? Did he harm you? Do you need to watch some MLP to feel better? Do you need to watch some MLP to feel better? Make your mind feel better? MLP Friendship Magic had a certain charm in its acting, art, and storyline that made it different and hard to replace. It is. It is a very specific, like, I think the art style is really, 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 like, unique in a way that, like, I think would be hard to replicate in any other fashion. And the CGI horses they made for a New Generation aren't really, like, that unique, and they're not that cute. But I think that the characters they made, well, some of the characters they made, I don't like all the characters in it, are really, like, endearing to me. Specifically, I really like Izzy Moonbow and Sunny Star Scout. I think those two are my favorite. Someone just locked me in the freezer at our 5 Kawus restaurant. Well, they say that, you know, freezing to death isn't the worst thing in the world. It's less painful than drowning. I hear you fall asleep first and then you die. Isn't it better to fall asleep first and then die? No? Yes? Isn't that a pretty good, way to go? Excuse me. A peaceful way to go? Yes. They're starting to get customers. You're getting a lot of customers at your pizza restaurant? I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. You know, a good pizza place always seems profitable. If you can make unique, good pizzas, I think that it's pretty certain you'll get good customers. You're playing Fast Food Sim. What's Fast Food Simulator? Is that like the Marketplace Sim? Or is this like Roblox? I played the Roblox one. Played that on my birthday. That game was kind of crazy. There's a lot of Roblox games that I think are a little insane. The only one I truly like, I like the one where there's like the natural disasters and you have to hide. And then I like the Dress to Impress. Oh, and I like the Silly Seal game. I'd love to play the Silly Seal game again. That was a fun one. I like that it's a fishing game. I like fishing games a lot. My favorite part of Stardew Valley is the fishing part. Pizza places are one of those things that you'd have to really mess up to make bad pizza. That's true, but I've been to some really bad pizza places. I've been to some pretty bad pizza places. I think the worst pizza places are the ones that have bad bread. I can kind of like excuse bad cheese because I just pick the cheese off and then eat the bread, and I don't really like cheese that much, so you know, to me the bad cheese don't really matter, but if it's bad bread, the whole thing is bad. If you like animation, have you seen Bluey? I love Bluey. I've watched all of Bluey. I really like Bluey. I know some people think Bluey is for children or Bluey is bad because the dad doesn't stand up for himself all that much, but I think Bluey is a great children's show, and it teaches you a lot of empathy, I think. And I like that Bluey, some people think Bluey's really annoying, but I think that she just acts like an actual child. Which is what I think is good about her. She's very relatable, I think, for a lot of kids. And I like that they let her have like really selfish moments and moments where she acts in a way that some people would find like unacceptable for children, you know? But I think that's because she needs to experience them and be authentic to the childlike experience so that kids can learn from what she learns in that episode. Because if she was like a perfect child, then what would be the point of watching Bluey? And what would be the lessons that she would learn? She'd learn like nothing. Yeah, it has a good writing and humor. I think it's just very charming that I really like. Hi Vanelli, welcome! We're talking about Bluey. I really think Bluey is a great show. I think I would have really enjoyed having it around when I was a kid. And I think it makes you feel really heartwarming. Sometimes when I get really stressed, I watch Bluey. It makes you feel like good on the inside. I never hear people defend Caillou like this because Caillou never grows and changes. Or at least from when I remember watching it. He never really grew and changed. Like, what I like about Bluey is that she actively remembers like lessons, and sometimes in different later episodes she'll like recall something that she learned before. And I think that's a really important part of her character. Yeah, the baby race one is really good. I love the baby race one. I also like the episode where they have like the spaniels who are like the older kids from the upper level school, and I like the one where that one kid is like on an adventure at the school with Rusty, and I really like the Octodad one. Octonauts! That's a different show, sorry, but I was thinking about the Octopus Dad episode, and then I was like, oh my god, Octonauts assemble! Creature report. Dun, dun, dun. I still can't believe that I sat down and watched so much Octonauts with Lemmy and Perry. Look, Octonauts is not as good as Bluey, but Octonauts is it is a fun children's show. Now, is it as good as something as iconic as Boomafoo? No. But I watch the ones that are on Disney Plus. Why did I say it like that? I watch the ones on Disney Plus. You think Octonauts is better than Bluey? I disagree, but that's because I think Bluey has much more heartfelt emotion. I think Bluey touches a lot more adult topics than Octonauts does too. Octonauts is very good for like animal education though. But I think Bluey is much more emotional, which I really like. Oh my god, the episode where like one's edited for the US market? Oh, I see. The episode where what's it called? When Chili's sister comes and like they talk about how like Chili's sister has always wanted a kid but doesn't think she can have one. I almost cried. I was like that was so sad. But there are a lot of episodes from like children's television where I've cried. Like The episode in like the Cutie Mark Crusaders episode where it's just like the Crusaders at the last mark. That was like, oh, I like started tearing up real bad when I watched that one the first time. I felt so happy for them. We'll make our mark one way or another. We'll make our mark in the hope that we discover the ultimate reward of a cutie mark. Can you imagine? I was talking with you about this one day where we just do like a karaoke stream where we only sing My Little Pony songs. It'd be so stupid. I love My Little Pony though. Those are really good songs. There's a lot of really good musical kids shows, and I don't know why they don't make more of those for adults, because they cannot say that no adults would watch a musical TV show, because it's been proven that they will. Glee existed, and it worked, and it performed very well. And so did Pitch Perfect. It performed really well. I don't know why they don't make more musically based like TV shows for adults. I mean, even Crazy Ex-Girlfriend performed well, and that was all original music, not even covers. I liked Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. That was also a really good show. I like characters like Rebecca, because like she's not that likable, but she's not supposed to be likable, and I really liked that about her, how flawed she was. It's like how one of my favorite books is called Diary of an Oxygen Thief, and the guy who's the main character in A Diary of an Oxygen Thief is like actually a horrible person, but I really like reading the book because his perspective is so interesting and intriguing to me as someone who dislikes his character. It's like reading a character analysis in live time, or like where I'm doing the analysis and he's the specimen. You know what I mean? Like he's a real bad person, the guy who's the main character in Diary of an Oxygen Thief, but it's so interesting the way that the writer writes his thought process, because you like read all of his thought process and you're like, wow, you're like incapable of understanding so many things, and like you see as he makes these decisions like why he's making these horrible decisions, and you're like, damn, you're a sucky ass person. But then you keep reading because you're invested in like why he's acting so horribly, and like is there even a good reason for it, because then he like tries to defend his actions and you're like, I don't really think that's a reason to be a freaking jackass, but like whatever you want to tell yourself, bro. It's a very interesting show, or book. And so like shows like that, or books like that, and then like ones like Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, you're like reading about these like, or watching about these people who make a lot of bad decisions, and you know that they have like their like character backstory trauma-y things, but you're like, you're still an asshole. And then like it's so interesting to see how they collapse their own lives like that, you know? It's the same with like when I was with Perry on the last night, I was showing her Skins, the UK show. And Skins was one of my favorite shows growing up. And I started her on the second season because I think, or the second group, so the third season, because you can watch the seasons out of order as long as you watch them in pairs. And I was watching Skins season 3 with her, which is with the second group of kids, and we were watching about like that season has Cook in it, and we were watching like the first couple of episodes, and she's like, Cook's a horrible friend, like why are they friends with him? And I was like, that's the thing, they're his friend even though he's just like that. And it's such an interesting thing seeing him as one of the main characters, because he's such like an incomprehensible, like kind of abhorrent person sort of to his friends in the beginning, and like the way that he differs from the first season main character, Tony, who's like really charming. Like you know he's a bad person, but you understand why people like him, because he's funny and charming, and he does deep down really care. And it's so hard to see that in the second season with Cook is the next male main character. Male main character, but there's like, it's like an ensemble show, but he's like the quote-unquote like front-facing one. And like, I think it's such an interesting experience, like, seeing characters like that. And like, psychoanalyzing them when you watch a show. I had to work at a full shift right now because Rex abandoned us. Why did he abandon you? That's not very heartful and friendly. It's not good, sportsman. Why would you do that? You're getting food at the pizza restaurant. No, I got KFC. I do like KFC, but I think KFC is so expensive now. Was it always that expensive? I didn't start eating KFC until I was in, like, college. Growing up, I never went to KFC because, like, there were just better, like, locally owned places that I could go to, but... my nose. I got one the first time after a show in college. I got one of those Famous Bowls, and I still crave Famous Bowls. I think Famous Bowls are just so good. Different I haven't had in forever. You just gotta get the Famous Bowl, then you don't have to worry about getting food on your keyboard because you can eat it with a fork and a spoon. I just love mashed potatoes. I think that's why I like Famous Bowl so much. I don't even know if it's the chicken, because I'm not the hugest fan of KFC chicken. I prefer Popeyes, but I love mashed potatoes. One of my, like, struggle meals back in college, when I was, like, really sad sometimes, I would just buy 5 pounds of potatoes from the store and make a gigantic bowl of mashed potatoes that I would eat the whole week. It'd be, like, my lunch and dinner would just be, like, eating mashed potatoes out of a Tupperware that I would heat up. Because it was so easy to just boil a whole bunch of potatoes and make like a huge thing of mashed potatoes. And I would just keep eating them. And sometimes I would be too tired to even heat up the mashed potatoes, so I would just eat them cold out of the Tupperware. Their popcorn chicken is just as good as cold leftovers. I've never had their popcorn chicken. My favorite joint near my place is Slim Chickens. I've never heard of that place. You know what place I've never been to that I've heard of is really good is Raising Cane's. I've never been to a Raising Cane's, but I've heard very good things about Raising Cane's. Recently I watched Rhett and Link do a taste test, or food feud is what they call it. They recently did a food feud of KFC versus Popeyes. And that was a pretty interesting one. Our place is going to hell. Someone who left the freezer open overnight. Was it Rex? Is that a chain? Yeah, Raising Cane's is a chain. It wasn't a Serena. Cane's is mediocre. She says it's like some of the best, but I don't believe anyone who says that something is better than Popeyes. I always just order the chicken combo sandwich from there, and it's okay. Don't listen to Conk Liver. Cane's is good. Is it? Because Rhett and Link said that the only good thing from Cane's is the chicken with a lot of the sauce, and that if it doesn't have the sauce, it's not that good. That's what Rhett and Link said. Comparatively to Popeyes, Raising Cane's is only good if you get the tenders and only if there's a lot of sauce. That's what Rhett and Link said. What can I say? That's what they said. I'm a huge Popeye stan, so... Smashes against the wall. Hi, Nana! Why are you smashing against the wall? Let me put a pillow so you don't get hurt. Hi, Token. Hi, Nana. Oh, you'll see, beautiful lady. What will I see? Looks over at the dog on the ground. I would never let her go on the ground. I would put all the blankets in the world on the ground to stop Nana from having to be on the dirty floor. I want to super creak at Nana. I want to super creak her. I want to play Goo Goo Babies with her. I will Goo Goo Baby Nana Koniku. Nana, run! Why? Why are you telling her to run? Why does she need to run from me? Why would you say that? Give me a real excuse. You know, Nana, is there an ending in Puppy Love where I get with you? Just asking for nobody needs to know why I asked that. It's just wanted to know. Where is there an NTR route where the viewer just has to watch us be together and then they're depressed and that's the end of the game? Smashing against the wall is one heck of an entrance. Welcome, Nana. She's always welcome. Is this your first experience with Corpse Party? It is! It is my first experience with Corpse Party. I've watched like 1 or 2 videos on it before in the past, but I never like watched the full like plot stuff, and I already forgot what happens in the plot, but I've never played any of these games from this franchise before. Why are you running? That is me at like all the girls in SVP though. Why are you running as I like follow them really quickly? You guys can't run away from me. We haven't played Goo Goo Babies yet. We haven't played Goo Goo Babies. You can't leave. The Goo Goo Babies. Well, I'll be hanging around to your first Corpse Party experience. I'm not gonna survive Goo Goo Babies. What is Goo Goo Babies? It's a Super Creek joke. Super Creek has like this Goo Goo Baby things where she likes to mother people. My gen mates can't run away. We haven't played Goo Goo Babies yet. I haven't mothered them yet. They can't leave. I have to pet their heads and make them snacks and put an apple juice in their paws and have them watch the television. I'll put on Octonauts. Creature report, creature report, doo doo doo. Is that the horse game? Yeah, well, it's not the plot of the horse game, but it's like a funny side. The funny side. Like one of the characters, Super Creek, likes to like mother people. So it's like her little thing is she calls it like Goo Goo Babies. Reina-san. I would like apple juice. I would give you apple juice box. I love apple juice. I can't have it unless I eat something before it though, but I love apple juice. I think it's the best mixer with alcohol too. I think apple juice always makes everything taste better. Like a good vodka with apple juice is really good. I think it covers up the flavor honestly better than like something like Coke does. Honestly, the same amount as like cranberry juice. Honestly, I would prefer a vodka apple than a vodka cran. But cranberry juice is really good, and it's very bitter too. Is vodka and Coke common? I don't know. It was at a lot of college parties I went to, but I don't know if it's actually common or it was just that there was liter bottles of Coke on sale at the Target. And then people just bought the Coke and they bought the vodka because the vodka was already there. Because I feel like a lot of the time people just buy whatever liter is on sale. When they like throw a party in college, they're just like, which one of these liters is on sale that I can grab to go with the alcohol? Because I think all of the college parties I ever went to just had Coke and Sprite. I think because it's just like, everyone likes Coke and everyone likes Sprite, you know? Cora! Hi, Cora! Welcome! I love you, Cora. Everclear and tons of mixers? No, Everclear straight to show your dominance. Don't you agree? Everclear straight to show your dominance. Assert your dominance. Take the shot straight. Don't make a face when you swallow it. You go. And then you watch the pathetic people who are your classmates cough, but you keep your face straight to show and assert your alphaness in the room. Is it time for bagged wine in a box? It's way too early to drink. Jug wine? Speaking of box wine, apparently they sell 5 liters of a jug for €6 over in Spain. That's a lot. 5 liters is a lot. I don't want to drink medical supplies straight. Everclear isn't medical supplies. Actually, there's a... what do you call? There is a brand of like really high alcohol content. What is it called? I want to find what it's called. It's called let me find it. It's like yeah, it's called Crystal Clear. It's crystal clear on 190 proof grain alcohol. That I wanted to it's 95% alcohol, by the way. 95%. It's a grain whiskey. Okay? And I was telling Senbei that if I could make my ideal drink, it would have crystal clear in it. And he was like, I think that would be torturous. And I was like, that is the point. Like, imagine a drink, like a toga drink, right? And it's like a themed drink, right? And then it's like 2 shots of crystal clear with a passion fruit liqueur and then some sort of like purple like thing to put into it to make it purple at the top, but then at the bottom there's something that makes it blue, maybe like blue curacao or whatever. And so it's like purple and blue. You add like a little bit of the shiny dust to it, and it's like 2 shots of that drink. Maybe there's some guava in it. Then it's like pog flavored. Then it's like pog flavored. You're insane, actually? Why? Why would you know? It's like, what's wrong with wanting people to drink a 190 proof alcohol? Can you imagine how strong it must be to try crystal clear? I've wanted to try it for so long, ever since I found out about it. Like, can you imagine the fact that people drink this 95% alcohol? I need to read you this product description. It's a high-proof, clear alcohol that delivers an intense, pure drinking experience. What do you mean? An intense, pure drinking experience. With a 95% alcohol by volume ABV, 190 proof of this potent spirit is a prime example of American craftsmanship. It maintains a neutral profile as a clear whiskey, making it ideal. See, it's ideal for cocktails. Crystal clear grain whiskey is popular for making cocktails. You can use it to make refreshing drinks or create your own special recipes at home. It's clear and pure, making it a favorite for those who enjoy strong spirits. It's an excellent choice for anyone looking to add high quality, high proof clear whiskey to their collection. Cheers! American craftsmanship, so alcoholism? I guess so, huh? Are you talking about Everclear? I'm talking about Crystal Clear. It's like a 190 proof grain whiskey. Clear grain whiskey. If I wanted to drink isopropyl, I'll just drink from the bottle. I may or may have not tasted 90% alcohol in a chem lab. In a chem lab? Why would they have it in a chem lab? This isn't alcohol. I'll save that drink to put on my wounds. It's the same as drinking it anyway. I've got a bottle of Everclear that's 93%, but I've never heard of Crystal Clear. Well, now you have, and if you ever see it, you should buy it and tell me what it tastes like, because I never see it when I go to the store. My family gave me a cup that shows ingredients to make your own alcohol. My Scottish whiskey, it is 40%. Yeah, normal whiskey is about 40 to 45% alcohol. This one is 95% alcohol. That's just 5% short of being 100% alcohol. I bet you put that on your tongue and it burns. It's healing your soul, straight from the bottom up. I assume you take 2 shots of that and you're done for the night. You might even fall over, honestly. We had 93% ethanol for cleaning and general solvent using chem. You get it from a pharmacy or hospital is insane! I think you get this from a liquor store. Right? You'd have to. I mean, the website I'm reading this description from is called go-to-liquorstore.com. Like, look at this thing. Look how clear that is. It looks like just the alcohol you'd get as a solvent to, like, clean your wounds. What does it say as a warning? It says, warning, consummation may endanger your health. Bro, that's a crazy warning. Overconsumption may endanger your health is the craziest thing I've ever seen on an alcohol bottle. Caution, extremely flammable. Handle with care. Caution, do not apply to open flame. Keep away from fire, heat, and open flame. Contents may ignite or explode. Not intended for consumption unless mixed with non-alcoholic beverage. Bro, that's crazy. I've never seen an alcohol say not intended for consumption unless mixed. That's insane. What do you mean not intended for consumption unless mixed? What if I want to take a whole shot straight? I think it might kill me. It might burn my throat. I might not be able to sing ever again. Literally a hazard. It does have a lot of signs that say that it is kind of a hazard, huh? Oh, okay, so it's nitroglycerin. It's a crazy bottle. You know, I only found out about it when I was like trying to think of how I would make a Toka-themed drink, and I was like, is there any crystal alcohols? And so I was searching up alcohols that had the word crystal in it, and then I found this drink. And I was like, that's crazy. The proof on that is crazy. Like, at that point, I had never heard of an alcohol that was 190 proof. Like, that's kind of really high. I always thought Everclear had the most alcohol in it. By the way, I like your manga. Thank you! I'm happy you like it! That's actually the limit, is it? That you can sell as an alcoholic beverage. I wonder if there's a review. Bro, I was scrolling. Yui! Hi, Yui! Hi, Straw Bunnies! Welcome! I didn't set the raid properly. That's okay. I also didn't set the raid properly last night either. Hi, Yui! I saw you talking beforehand. You looked so cute in your little blanket. Welcome, Straw Bunnies! Corpse Party? I know, right? Theoretically, we're playing Corpse Party today. You do! I've never played it. I wish you were in the blanket with me. I wish I was too. OMGs! Hello, Yui and Straw Bunnies. Yeah! Welcome, Straw Bunnies! I hope you had fun with Yui while she yapped. Yui, I was showing everyone this alcohol I found that's like 190 proof. Thank you, Mad Strokes, for the yellow super chat. Much love, Toka. Thank you. Which version of the game is this? It's a 2021 version. So the upgraded version. Look at this. It's called Crystal Clear. It's called Crystal Clear. Not 190 proof. And the warnings on it say, warning, overconsumption may endanger your health. Extremely flammable. And not intended for consumption unless mixed with non-alcoholic beverages. It is very flammable. Is that better than Everclear? I don't think so, but it's stronger than Everclear. It's much stronger than Everclear. Not that much, but it is. I would drink it. I don't think anyone should drink it. I keep joking that I think I should drink it, but I don't think anyone should drink it. Molotov cocktail maker's dream? Actually, yes. Off collab, let's drink. That's insane. I would drink it with her. If Yui was like, let's make one cocktail with like one shot of it, I would. And then I would stop her from having any more. I would literally like, can you imagine? You would like pour a shot of it into a shot glass and then you dip your tongue into it and it burns your tongue. Do you mind if I draw your model? Is that okay? Of course it is. I love drinking with Yui. She's such a cute drunk. She's very cute. Yui is one of those people where like she's just not just cute like a little bit, she's like cute a lot. And she has the cutest smile. Lots of cute in a small package. This is true. I remember when I met her in person, I was like, oh, you are short. I always forget that VTubers are short. Because it's like you mostly just see a PNG on the screen. And then like, you meet them and then you're like, oh, you're short. That's crazy. I've been sneezing a lot today, I apologize. But no, I never played this game before, but I've always wanted to play Corpse Party. I like RPG Maker games. RPG Maker games are the best. I don't know why so many VTubers are short. Like, why? I'm not short. Or at least, I don't think I'm short. I think actually standing next to most VTubers that I've ever met, I've been taller than them. Which is kind of crazy, because I think I'm just the average height. I'm 5'5.5". That's my height. But when I wear my boots, which is on my model 24/7, I am 5'8". Isn't that crazy? Because my boots have a 2.5-inch heel. Why did you add the 0.5? Because I like the number 5. But also it's because I'm 5'5.5". So it's 555, which is 5 times 3, which equals 15. Which is also a perfect number, just like 555 is a perfect number, just like 5 is a perfect number, just like 3 is a perfect number. Because all of them are a part of the number 15. They all make the number 15. Does that make sense when I explain it like that? Every time I explain it like that, people are concerned or confused, but... Because you see, the number 15, 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 and half is 3. And then 5 times 3 is 15. It all comes back to the number 15. Isn't that crazy? What can I say? I'm a mad genius. What can I say? I've ascended a different level and pain of understanding. I am just very intelligent. Is 15 a meme I missed out on? It's not a meme, really. It's just something that I've said and thought of since I was a kid. Like, ever since I learned multiplication, I've just really loved the number 15. And I always talk about it. Have a good rest of your day, Juan! It's not like an online meme or anything, like... Or at least I don't think it is. To my knowledge, it's not an online meme or anything. Is it an online meme in any way? How does 15 fit into 190 proof? It doesn't, because 190 proof is insane. I don't recommend drinking 190 proof alcohol. I might say it as a joke, but I don't really think you should actually drink it. I also just don't like even numbers, so I tend to gravitate toward anything that's like an odd number. Something about even numbers unsettles me. They're too symmetrical. You know? They just feel too symmetrical. Too late. Now my liver holds a forever grudge. No! Are you drinking Everclear? Make sure to be responsible with your alcohol. Oh my god, also last night I got Taco Bell. Okay. And it's because I wanted to try the 5 bean layer beef burrito or whatever it's called. The one that Yui made that short about. Guys, mine wasn't just bean. It had beef in it. I kind of wanted it to be just bean. I really like beans. I think they're really tasty. I think that the refried beans are really good. And like those, I like the beans at Taco Bell a lot. I think they're really tasty. My eyes are so itchy. Was it not supposed to have beef? It was supposed to have beef, but Yui likes the beef taste. She doesn't like beans. I like beans. But she made this really funny short about like ordering a 5 beef burrito or something from Taco Bell and how they mostly made it entirely beans, and I thought it was really funny. So I wanted to try to see if I had the same luck or not. You get all the beans is really funny. I know, mine tasted like mostly beef, I'll be honest. I barely tasted any beans in my burrito. And I was like, what is this? Because I normally just get a crunch wrap, but I prefer beans, so sometimes I just get the bean and rice one. Because I don't really like the cheese. I don't really care for cheese. I don't care that much about the beef. Like, I don't really care that much about what meat I have in a burrito as long as I can taste the beans and the rice. Because sometimes at the restaurants, I'll literally just get, like, some sort of, like, side of meat, and then I'll just get a big plate of the rice and beans. When I get, Mexican food. I don't know what a chalupa is. What is a chalupa? Mad Strokes, thank you so much for the yellow super chat. I hope it doesn't offend you, but I love the hour-plus Satsu before playing the game. Thank you. I just like hanging out, but I also know that I should play video games. And I do like video games. But I like hanging out with people too. At some point we'll play the game so that I actually finish this game at some point. But I don't feel compelled to start yet. Probably at the hour I'll start. Because then I'll have an hour to play the game before I have to leave. Because I have to go somewhere at 6. You hear that? My dog barking. They're doing construction in one of the rooms in my apartment complex. And I can, like, all day today, my, like... I could, like, hear my dog barking and barking and barking, because then, like, the people that are doing construction work keep going back and forth in, like, the halls. Nice to meet you. This is my first time here. I am Japanese. I'm a JP VTuber too. Welcome! Hi, Chika! Welcome! What's everyone wondering what else? Thank you! Thank you so much! Let me see. Oh, I like your model too! It's really pretty. I love wing ears. I just watched Yui's burrito trail short. It's so funny. I mean, for Yui, no, you can laugh at her. I did. I laughed at her when I watched it. I have like a... I don't know what it is about like shorts of like slight mishaps that I find funnier than actual mishaps. Ichika was in Vivi's chat. Vivi? Vivi as in, Viva! Which Vivi? How much money does a VTuber make? It depends on what they do. Like, what do you call? Like... God. Mad Strokes, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. If you received a gifted from Mad Strokes, please make sure to thank them. Thank you so much. Excuse me. Ugh. One day I'm gonna stop sneezing. I have this like, every time this happens, I'm like, what if I just cut off my nose? But then I also know that if you cut off your nose, it doesn't stop you from having allergies. Did you know that? I looked it up. If you cut off your nose, you don't get rid of allergies because it's still inside of your face. Like the reaction is in your bloodstream. So then you no longer have your nose and you still have allergies. Can you believe that? Even Voldemort had allergies, guys. Well, actually, I don't know if he had allergies, but he could have allergies, is the point. He could have allergies. Wouldn't that just cause you to get sick more often? I guess it might, actually, right? Because the nose filters through things that aren't supposed to go into your body. Should we be concerned while you Googled this? I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know if it would solve my problems. Voldemort doesn't have a nose. Yeah, he doesn't have a nose. But he has those slits, so I assume that that's where the nose is. Like, that's where he breathes. He has, like, those slits in his face, doesn't he? Like, the 2 little holes that are kind of like a nose, but, like, isn't a nose. It's normal to be curious as long as you don't act on it. Yeah, you know, I just wanted to see what would happen. I wanted to know. What do you mean my bottle doesn't have a nose? Look at my nose. Look at those really good nose angles that that Ransom gave me. I actually have a very defined, like, nose turn for my face. Can you see when I move my nose? Can you see? You can see my nose move. Do you see it? I have like a slight nose shrug. By the way, that's actually what that parameter is on my model. It's called like nose shrug. That's the proof. There's your proof of my nose. Then you can also see the diamonds in my eyes. There you go. I forgot to reset up a toggle that makes me smaller again on this stream deck. Cause I had one before on my old PC that like would shrink me again, but then I never did it. I never put it up again on this one. Oh my god, my eye! I find this sniffling endearing. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Okay. I think I did a stream once, right guys? When I did Re-Rising, where I like I transparentised like half of my model, and so you could watch me play the game through my body. Is that why her chibi's Little Sniffle? My chibi isn't Little Sniffle. I didn't give it a name. I just called it Mini Toka. I thought it was for the sniffing. No. My chibi doesn't have a nose. That one doesn't have a nose, I don't think, actually. I don't think she has a nose. Wait, does she have a nose? Do I have her as an item on this one? Let me check. Do I have her as an item? Did I load her as an item in this? Well, I have the Crybaby. The Crybaby doesn't have a nose. Guess I saved the Crybaby from having allergies. You know what I do have? This really cute monocle. Look at this monocle. Isn't that kind of sick? Do I give off Rena? I have this sick monocle asset that I bought, which is kind of cool. But where is she? Does she have a nose? She doesn't have a nose, see? She's saved from the sniffle. No nose means that she can't sniffle. Bring back me. Oh wait, I'm in the middle of the screen now. Like, if I move here, she can be here. Oh no, she's attached to me. Let her go. She must not be attached. We have her, and then we'll have... Mad Strokes, thank you for the yellow super chat. I'm sorry, but the sniffling and hour-long Zatu makes you a favorite of mine. Thank you. Thank you so much. That makes me happy. Thank you. What if she rides? Like, look. It's like, do you remember in, what do you call it? Do you remember in Inuyasha how there's like Kilala and oh, what's her name? Songo. It's like riding a giant sheep, like a giant Kilala. Like, look. Oh wait, I can do this. Watch. And it's like she's riding him. They're going somewhere. Do I know where? Absolutely not. But they're going somewhere. Who's your favorite in Inuyasha? I really liked Songo. Songo and Kilala were my favorite as a kid. But I also, kind of liked, oh, what's her name? The one that, like, would fight against, the main girl. The one that's a shrine maiden. I always thought she was very interesting. She used to be Inuyasha's lover, but then she stopped being because they got into that big argument fight thing. She was like partially enemy, but also kind of like Kikyo. Yeah, Kikyo. I thought she was beautiful as a kid. The guy I didn't really care for was that monk. He wasn't my favorite, but he was like the very Brock-like character, kind of like, but he was like the one who would like kind of perv on the girls, and I didn't like that. That wasn't one of my favorites. But I just don't like those types of characters normally when I play or watch like series. They're not my, that's not my favorite type of character. Like I really like the, oh my god, stop. My SIRI who's listening to me. She always thinks I'm talking to her, but I'm never talking to her. I almost never even use that feature on my iPhone, so I don't know why it always gets activated. But it was one of those things where like I like the serious characters, I think. I tend to like the serious characters or like the strong girl character. Or like the super nice, charming guy. Or like the calm leader types. Like when I watched Children of the Whales, I liked the green-haired guy. And I also liked the really cool guy, the one that was kind of like Sasuke. But then like, and I like Robin from Teen Titans and Raven from Teen Titans, and when I watched like when I used to watch Tokyo Mew Mew, I really liked Sakuro, and I liked Mint and Lettuce. And like I like those types of characters. I didn't like him because I liked Songo and it should have been me. Okay, but actually kind of mood. I feel that way sometimes. Sometimes when I see characters, I'm like that too. I also like, I like characters like,
Kagami from Miraculous Ladybug. I know that Marionette's the main character, but she's really not my favorite character of that series. I'm a bigger fan of Kagami than I am of Marinette. It's kind of the same for how I like, I don't like Cat Noir, but I really like Adrian. Because he's more, like, serious than Cat Noir is. I'm not into, like, the free spirit, you know? So I'd bring this up, but were you Team Jacob or Team Edward? I was Team Alice. I was Team Bella. I don't know. I didn't really care for either of the male options. I liked Seth. Seth was cute. And I liked Leah. Leah was beautiful. And I loved Alice. I thought Alice was amazing. I loved Alice. I liked Bella. But those aren't, like, the love interests. I read more fan fiction than I did watch the movies. But I also read all the books. I thought the books were actually pretty good. I was okay that Edward was a character, that he was alive. I guess if I, like, really had to pick one or over the other, I would pick Edward, but that's just because I didn't like how, like, pushy Jacob was about stuff. Because I was like, bro, it's pretty clear who she likes. Let's not be jealous, okay? Let's calm it down now. You know what I mean? I was like, let's be a respectable guy now. Not Jacob's wolf form! He's not even one of my first choices! I would pick Leah over Jacob any day of the week. Or Seth. I would pick Seth over him too. He thought that he had, like, some sort of imprint on her. Like, he thought that, like, she was meant for him. That he had this deep connectional pull to her. But the truth was, he felt the deep connectional pull to her because she was going to give birth to his person he was going to imprint on. Which is really weird, if you think about it. But you can't think about it too hard because then it ruins, like, half of it. So you have to ignore that part. I was expecting Jacob after the furry allegations. I'm not a furry. I think Jacob is really ugly. That was the real reason I made that slide, was that I was like, Jacob's really ugly, so if I had to pick, I'd pick him in a wolf form because then I wouldn't have to look at him. I really liked Leah though. Leah and Seth Clearwater are really cool. Like, if I had to pick, like, one of the characters that wasn't taken in Twilight, I'd pick Seth or Leah. They're siblings, you know, so I like both of them. Leah's like a pretty angsty girl and Seth's a charming boy. And they're both shifters, so I still get, like, a cool wolf to ride on, which is really cool. I love steeds. Like, that'd be really fun. If I could pick Alice, I'd pick Alice, but she's taken. She has Jasper. And I don't hate Jasper, so that doesn't bother me. If I had to pick a vampire, I'd pick Alice. I think Alice is beautiful and cute. She's beautiful, cute, lively, and like a pixie. And also her power is sick. I also thought Jane was really pretty, and that her powers were really cool. But Jane's also kind of like a sociopath. And she's also a very minor character. But I know when I first saw Jane in the show, in the movies, I was like, whoa, she is so cool. I've also read some amazing fanfiction for Twilight. For both, like, Yuri and non-Yuri ships that are not canon and are quite crack-like. They are not normal. But there are some really good ones, you know? It's such a popular franchise that there's just so many different ones of them. Her name is Jane Volturi. She's one of the Volturi. Yeah, I just like... What is it about there's something about the Twilight universe. I think it's just the lore and mythology of it that allows for a lot of really interesting fanfiction that you can write. 1 second. I have to very quickly look up an order to tell my friends. Any Corpse Party fanfiction? I've never played it, so I never got to read any fanfiction. But I don't tend to read fanfiction for like the like games that I play. I don't think I've ever read like a game fanfiction. You know? Like, I think most of the fanfiction I read is all like for TV shows or like for TV shows and TV shows and anime, mostly books too, sometimes books. The blonde girl, yeah, the blonde girl. I think, yeah. Sorry, I had to quickly tell my friends my order for dinner. Because I'm getting dinner with my friends after this. But they're gonna pick it up on the way to pick me up. So I'm getting dinner tonight. I love when my friends pick up dinner for me so I don't have to go to the store. And also I don't have to commute to them on a bus. They just drive to pick me up. It's phenomenal. I love it. It makes me happy. My friends were super nice too. I needed like I needed to get what do you call it? I needed to print out some 3D printed stuff for my 3D setup so I can like set things up better for tracking. And my friends were like, "Oh, we have a 3D printer, so we can print it out for you." So they 3D printed the stuff I needed too. Another 5-layer burrito? No, we're getting, I guess it's kind of like, I think it's American, but I'm getting a chicken club sandwich, because I like, you know, one of my favorite things I used to get from McDonald's growing up was the chicken club. It was like a grilled chicken breast on a little sub-leg sandwich, and there was something so unique about the flavor and the texture of it that I just, like, could not get enough of. Like, some kids were always like, I want a quarter pounder. No, I wanted the chicken club sandwich from McDonald's with a side of small fries. And a coffee, and an iced coffee. A small iced coffee. And they got rid of it. And I don't know why, but there used to be a phenomenal grilled chicken sandwich. What's the chicken doing at the club? Ba-dum-cha. I don't know if you guys ever had that grilled chicken sandwich though. It was so good. And it like didn't leave you feeling too heavy after because it wasn't fried or anything. But I'll never forget the texture of that burger. It had the most interesting texture. And I don't know if the meat was the reason it was like the texture was so weird was like frozen grilled chicken or something, but it had the strangest texture and I always remember the texture, the way it felt on my teeth. Interesting good or interesting bad? Interesting good. Like the way my gums and my teeth felt ripping through that sandwich was just such a weird feeling, but I liked it a lot. But they got rid of it eventually. Because I went, like, I think 2 years ago to go to McDonald's and I tried to order at the window and they were like, we don't have that. And I was like, what? They were like, oh, we don't carry that anymore. And I was like, oh. So then I just got chicken nuggets and fries. But I was like, there's no way. This is like, and then I thought about it and I was like, it was probably one of the healthiest items on the menu. No wonder they got rid of it. Like, there was no need. There was probably not that many people ordering a random like chicken club at McDonald's. But I was kind of like, why would you get rid of one of the only healthier options on your menu? Like, what are the people gonna order instead? A freaking salad at McDonald's? I've never actually had a chicken, like a salad at McDonald's. I actually shouldn't judge the salad. I know as a kid I also used to really like the chicken wrap. I used to get the chicken wrap when I would do like a lot of the time when I was in plays as a kid, they would like the parents wanted to feed the kids, so they would pick up like a bulk order of like chicken wraps for the kids to have after rehearsal. And it was always so nice when parents would do that, because then you wouldn't have to worry about dinner. They'd get like a bunch of chicken wraps and then like a huge order of fries, so kids could just pick off like a whole like platter of fries slowly as they ate chicken wraps, and it kind of felt like we were animals. But not in the weird way, okay? In the like the kid make-believe way. Like, you know, as a kid when you like pretend that you're like a beast or something, you know? Costco sells a giant platter of chicken wraps that I might get for myself. I do like the Costco. I think almost all Costco pre-made food is good. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a Costco fanatic, because my mother was a Costco fanatic and I was raised on Costco. But I think basically everything that Costco makes that's like a pre-made food is good. And I love their pre-made Caesar salad. Sometimes I just buy it and then I eat it like over the course of 2 days, as all of my meals is just the Caesar salad from Costco. Also, oh my god, their meatloaf. Their meatloaf is so good. Like, I normally don't like meatloaf, but the Costco meatloaf is really good. The red sauce that they make with it is such a phenomenal sauce. Like, there's just something about whatever they put in Costco food that just really, really excites me. I don't know what it is. It makes me so excited to eat. But I think most things that Costco makes is just really good. Like, Kirkland brand is a really good brand. I feel like an old person saying this. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, you know what's great? Costco, and its deals and its amazing pre-made foods, you know, really feeds a family quick, you know? Like, I sound like a 50-year-old mom with like 4 kids, and like she like can't afford to buy a lot of stuff, and she's like trying to really sell you on how good Costco is. Those Costco deals are just so phenomenal, and all of the pre-made stuff is just so good and cheap, and it feeds a family for a week. Like, why do I sound like that? Also, why did I say someone's 50 and then speak like I'm a 90-year-old grandmother? Can you imagine? No one 50 years old sounds like that. Can you imagine? My mother's never even sounded like that, and she's closer to the other end of the spectrum than she is of the 50-year-old spectrum. Oh, you know, those Costco deals, they really get me so excited. I have all these amazing coupons. Like, hello? I don't even, well, I guess I do have a Costco card, but I'm on my mom's plan. And I like, wah! Thank you, Mad Strokes, for the yellow super chat. Costco is good, to be honest. People need to know. They do! It's really, really good. I'm a super, super, super big fan, especially with, if you guys have ever been to Costco, and, like, especially during, like, the egg shortage. I loved going to Costco during the egg shortage, because you could just get such a big thing of eggs. That's a 15-year-old voice. Oh, yeah. The eggs at Costco during the egg shortage were so nice because it was such a big pack, because a lot of the stores that I would go to would only let you buy one of the things of eggs. Is the egg shortage still a thing? No, it's not. Not currently. But it was, like, last year, or I guess earlier this year. And when it was, like, I would only really buy eggs from Costco because then you could get the big pack. Because we go through eggs so fast, because I eat about 2 eggs a day, Sometimes I eat less. If I have the egg ick, then I don't eat eggs at all for the week. But my roommate eats like 3 eggs a day. Every day. She needs to have eggs every morning. So I like try really hard to like not eat eggs sometimes because I know that she needs the eggs because I don't want her to feel faint at work because she needs like a certain amount of protein or something. And so every morning she has 3 eggs and a bagel or a piece of toast or 2 pieces of toast. And I base of what I eat based off what I see is left over. Only 3? That's lightweight stuff. What do you mean? It's expensive. Eggs are expensive nowadays. Plus, like, you really shouldn't have more than 4 eggs in a day. I looked it up. You're not supposed to really have more than 4 eggs a day. It's bad for your cholesterol or something. What else is it? It's like, I shouldn't technically have more than 2 natto packets a day. Ideally, I should only have like 1. But sometimes I eat 2 because I'm hungry. But like, I always think it's crazy like how the egg ick happens, because sometimes I'll have like eggs for like 3 weeks and then I hit this wall and then I have like a huge egg ick and I can't have eggs for like 2 weeks. But like, there's like I've had an egg ick for like getting old and having to worry about cholesterol. I don't normally, but I was looking it up because I don't know what it was. I was like, one day I was like, is it normal to eat this many eggs? And I looked it up and the internet was like, it is, but you shouldn't. And I was like, oh. Because like, sometimes when I like really like a food and I eat it a lot, I like look up whether I should be consuming that much of it just to make sure that I'm being healthy. Because I try not to eat too unhealthily. And so I like my eyes. I looked up how many eggs I should be eating because I didn't want to overeat eggs and then have some sort of like issue with my body or something. There's also like some like foods that I eat, but I only let myself have it every so often because otherwise my heart palpitates. Like I can't eat too much red meat because then my heart palpitates. But I always like, so if I know I'm gonna get hot pot, I like try not to eat any red meat throughout the week until the hot pot day so I can have all of my red meat then. What do you mean if I eat a dozen eggs in one day and then go 2 weeks without eating any, it's fine? I don't think that's how the math works. Can you imagine if that was how the math works? I think a dozen eggs just seems like a lot of eggs. Like, don't you get icked? Don't you get an ick from eating that many eggs? Like in college, for breakfast, when I was in college, I used to just have 2 hard-boiled eggs every morning. Every morning, I woke up and I had 2 hard-boiled eggs with a little bit of salt and pepper on the side to dip it in. And then I would eat that for breakfast with an energy drink. And that would be my breakfast every day in college. And then even sometimes, I would get the egg ick, and so I would have to switch to 2 slices of toast with Nutella on it instead. And so for like 2 weeks when I was getting over my egg ick, I would have 2 slices of toast with Nutella with my energy drink instead. Sleep 3 hours each weekday, then 12 hours on the weekends. What? I don't think that's how it works. And I'm not the best at telling people about sleep, but I don't think that's how sleep works. I think you just lose up on it. Well, actually, Yenna knows more about sleep because Yenna was telling me about sleep debt, and I have no idea how sleep debt works, but apparently there's like a sleep debt. I'm not dead yet, so it must be okay. You know, a lot of people say that about a lot of bad behaviors. This doesn't mean that they're okay. It doesn't mean they're okay. Okay. It's time. We gotta actually open this game. I can't just call the first part of this stream not what the game of the stream is. Can you imagine? I don't play any of it. That'd be such a funny stream. Like 0% of course party is played except for the title screen. Let's go. Chapter select. Chapter 1, obviously, right? You have to play from chapter 1. Am I, like, stupid? Right? Oh yeah, I can't even access the other chapters. There's extra chapters that already? View chapter 1 opening. Yes. I've never played games like this before. I don't really understand this concept. Sachi is my pride and joy. She'd do anything for me. Sachi is like wish, right? I don't think holy crap, that was too fast. I'm not that fast at reading. But I still love her all my heart. I don't know about any enemies, but thank you, Matt, for the green super chat. I'm about to make some enemies, but I wish the Dodgers good luck. Thank you. Have fun with this game. Thank you. The Dodgers. Are you a big baseball fan? That's a baseball. That's baseball, right? Am I stupid? That's baseball. That's baseball? That's not basketball, right? It was a rainy evening after school, just like this one. Running down the stairs, the kindly teacher lost her footing. She fumbled and she fell and she died. Also, this sprite art is really cute. You've all heard the stories, no? Before Kisaragi Academy was built there was another school on this property. Heavenly Host Elementary School, it's called. The Mariners. Is that another team of... This is baseball, yes? This is still baseball. Mariners is still baseball. That sounds like it would be like a... What do you call? Like a boating team. Like marine life. Like the Mariners would be like... Oh, our favorite kayaking team. But I guess I'm, like, taking it too literally. I'm like, oh, yes, marine. This means to do something where you're swimming or on the sea or boating. It's Seattle's team, so boating is exactly right. So it is boating, but also it's basketball. No, baseball. Need to have baseball team. I don't follow, like, any sports. Well, I follow the Olympics when the Olympics happen, but that's just because the Olympics are, like, you know, the Olympics. I've got the J/Mariners on the PVR to watch after VTuber time. Oh! PVR, like DVR, like direct, like, recording. Yes, I understand. I haven't used the TV, guys. I haven't used the TV in years. I'll be honest. I haven't had cable in, like, forever. Such a horrible thing to happen. The principal was completely devastated. He cared for the school almost as if it were his own child, you see? But one thing led to another after the incident, and ultimately a decision was reached. The school was to be shut down. The principal was so stricken with grief over the losing of his precious child that on the day of its closure, he climbed up to its roof and threw himself to his death. Or, so the story goes. I love the, like, asterisk gasp. People thought Heavenly Host was cursed, you see. This was just the latest of many deaths to occur there. That's why it was torn down. However, They say the teacher who fell down the stairs still has no idea she's dead, even to this very day. And on the rainy evenings like this, after our school days come to an end, some claim she roams these darkened hallways, still believing them to be her own. In fact, it's almost time for her to make her rounds, just after 7 o'clock. That's when she appears, always accompanied by a sudden blackout that leaves the entire building dark as night. Knock, knock. You'll hear her from the blackness, followed by the sound of the classroom door slowly sliding open. As her pale white face cuts through the stillness, her soft voice always echoes the same question. Is anyone still here? And then...
Sorry, I can't take male voices seriously. It's a blackout! Oh my god, I'm Deku again.
Satoshi, pull yourself together! Don't scare us like that!
But it was scary! Wow, he's a scaredy cat.
Don't like this. This shouldn't be happening.
Not bad, Shinozaki. You had me going there for a minute.
It wasn't me. I've been standing right here the whole time. This is a real blackout.
This is why you don't go to school after hours.
Does anyone else hear that?
Sounds like it's coming from the music room. All of my men just sound the same when I try to voice them.
No way. First the blackout, now the door.
Did he faint? Did he actually faint from that?
What the hell is wrong with you, Satoshi? Get a hold of yourself and get off me. That's my chest.
Oh! Whoa. Sorry. Sorry. I couldn't see where I was grabbing. That's what they all say, Satoshi. That's what they all say, bro. I told you it was a bad idea to stay here so late and tell ghost stories. Hey, Satoshi, aren't you gonna get the door? What? The girls are all trembling in fear. Doesn't it break your heart to see them like that? So why don't you get the door? Well, it doesn't break my heart. That's cold, man. Me get door? Me, scaredy boy, gets door? Why? Why I have get door? Someone else get door. Not me. Is anyone still here? Go home, children. Ah! Whoa, hey now. Why did I roll back like that? Hello? Did I scare you? Yui? I didn't know Usachi Yui was in this game. What the heck is she doing in there? I didn't know that. Wow, she got a haircut and everything. Even removed her antennae. She removed her little antennae horns just for this role. That's crazy. You can't fool me by replacing your sea bunny with a panda and wearing a miniskirt and dyeing your hair, Yui. I still see the resemblance of your hair beads as earrings. Oh yeah. Got him. Miss Yui?
Hey, Teach. Shinozaki. All right. I'd call that a rousing success. Man, we've been had. Your timing couldn't have been better. I wasn't a student here too long ago myself, so when it comes to the 7 wonders of Kisaragi High, I'm pretty well versed. Satoshi.
I thought Sheik's reaction was priceless, but yours was on a whole different level altogether, Mochida.
It was pretty impressive. I could never hope to compete with that.
Uh-huh. Mochida's always got the best reactions. I just love when my scares are so thoroughly effective. It's simply delicious.
Huh. Who ever heard of a class representative with such a sadistic streak? Sorry about that, Mochida, but I can't deny your reaction was pretty amusing. Ugh. All pranking aside, though, I ran into a rather adorable individual in the hall who's come to see you. Huh? What are you standing around out there for? Come in, he's right here.
Hello, everybody.
Yuga! What are you doing here?
Big brother.
Seems Mochida forgot his umbrella this morning, so little Yuka here has come all this way to deliver it. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Sorry about that, Yuka. Thanks.
Is she from...
oh. She needs a different voice than what I gave her before, probably.
Is she from the junior high? Nice to meet you. My brother's always like this. Always really kind, I mean. Not grabbing boobs or anything.
Uh-huh. I had no idea you had such a cute little sister, Satoshi. Really? I never told you!
You never said a word.
You sure do love your big brother, don't you?
I sure do.
Oh, ho! Sorry. What is it with the big brother stuff?
Huh, seems like she's met Kishinuma before. Hey, Naomi. Looks like you've got yourself a rival, eh?
I sure don't know what you're talking about. I swear, this mouth of yours says the craziest things. All right, everybody. It's past 7. Isn't it about time you all get ready to head home?
Do we have to? Shouldn't we go clean up the Red Bean Cafe stuff first? It'd be a shame to leave so soon.
Yeah, with the classroom like this, it's almost like we could hold another culture festival tomorrow. Their classroom is kind of like desolate. Like, it looks like it's an old, like, decrepit building. Is it? Oh, my phone. Ugh. Isn't that what you're supposed to be doing here in the first place? You promised me this room would be ready to go by the time I got here, as I recall. Well, it's getting late. How about you leave it for now and come in early tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
Suzumoto, I know how hard it is to say goodbye. But I wish you the best of luck at your new school. I know you'll do just fine.
Huh? Thanks. Won't be the same around here without you, Suzume.
I know you, Suzumoto. You'll make new friends in no time flat. I'm sure of it. And it's not like you're moving that far away. Come winter break, we'll all make sure that we come visit.
Yeah, totally. Don't look so glum. We'll see you again real soon. We'll be friends forever, after all. You guys? Hey, brother. Is that the girl transferring to a new school or something?
Yeah, today's culture festival was her last day.
Huh. Thank you so much, all of you. I'm so grateful to have you as friends. You all have a special place in my heart, and you always will.
Huh.
Oh, Suzume, take care out there. I'll always be watching over you from above.
Seiko. Eartha Seiko. What the frick is that? What was that? What was that, like, text that wasn't on a box? What's going on? Why is she talking like she's dying? She's just going to a different school, right? That's not that bad. Mayu, come on. Let's see that smile of yours.
Okay, but how about we get everybody in the shot? Oh yeah, totally, I want in.
Me too. Me 3.
Me 4. Big brother?
Huh?
Your friends are really great, you know?
They sure are. Wow, a picture.
Give me, I want to see. Send it to my phone, would you, Moshige?
Of course, I'll send it all to you right now.
Hey, Teach, before we head back, there's something I'd like to do with everyone.
Huh?
Since we're losing one of our own, do you mind if we try it? It's called Sachiko's Ever After.
Who's Sachiko and what's with the paper doll? Is this another one of your occult things?
Yeah, kind of. This is, well, it's a charm that I found on the internet. If we do it right then, all of us will be together forever. Or we'll always be friends. Anyway, that's the gist of it. Oh, it's a charm? Yep, it's a magical, mystical charm. Awesome! I totally want to do it.
I think Shinozaki's... I think Shinozaki had her at charm. That girl is totally bonkers for that kind of stuff. I guess it can't hurt. Is everybody okay with this?
Yeah.
You bet. Morishige, you too? Yes.
All right, we're ready to go. Everybody, gather in a circle around this paper Sachiko doll. And, in your head, repeat the words, Sachiko, we beg of you. 7, 8, 9, yeah. Repeat it 9 times. Don't worry if you flub at it a little. Just make sure you don't stop partway through. You have to say it 1 time for every person present. No more, no less, or the charm will fail.
Shinozaki.
Huh?
What, happens if it fails exactly? This whole paper doll thing seems a little sketchy to me.
Failure is not an option. Just give it all you've got.
Okay.
All right, let's get started. Everybody remember the charm? Sachiko, we beg of you. 9 times. Ready? Begin.
Are they doing it? Are they doing it?
Everybody said it 9 times? Yep.
Yeah. If we did it If we don't get on with it, I'm afraid I'll wind up saying it again.
Okay, now everybody reach toward the paper doll and grab a hold of it anywhere you can.
Got it, I think.
Like this? Exactly. Now hold on really tight. Dig your nails into it if you have to. Just don't let go. We're going to pull it on it until it rips apart into 9 pieces, okay? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ugh! Nicely done, everyone. Now just make sure you keep that scrap of paper safe. Slide it in your student ID holder or your wallet, basically. Anywhere it won't get lost.
So the paper doll scrap has some sort of meaning to it, then?
Yep, as long as we all have a little piece of Sachiko with us, we'll always be connected with each other. As friends. That's the purpose of this charm.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
Pretty cool? Try super cool! I'll have to be extra careful not to lose my piece. Thank you, Shinozaki. I'll treasure this.
No problem. Consider it our promise that we'll all definitely hang out together again.
Definitely!
Well, I hate to say it, but I think it's about time we all packed up and start heading home.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah! An earthquake! Whoa! Oh my god, there's an earthquake! A big one! Oh, and there's a full art. What the hell? This is like crap big!
Big brother!
Yuka, take my hand! Everyone, stay calm. Get under your desks until it passes. Oh! Whoa. Under the desk, now! Oh! It's like cracking the school in half. What the?
No! This can't be happening!
Is this for real? Oh! Oh! They're gonna fall. Oh god, I'm falling!
Big brother!
Satoshi! Naomi! Oh, they're all gonna fall. There's no way anyone lives from that. Actually, they're all dead. Actually, so they're all dead. Is this whole thing gonna take, like... Are they gonna, like... Is this game taking place in the afterlife? They all had to die from that. There's no way anyone lives from that. Ugh.
Ow! Oh, ow, my leg. I can move it, so I guess it's just a sprain. Huh? Where? I'm not at home, am I? It can't be. Huh? It's so dark. I can barely see a thing. Is this the school? Huh? What's going on? What the hell is this place?
Well? That's all we could do today, because I have to read out and go with my friends. But we exited. We're exiting. I feel like we saved, like, right at the point where we enter the story. So next time we'll actually do more of the story part. They all died, game over? That's kind of how it feels. I feel like this has to take place in the afterlife then, right? Because there's no way anyone lives from that. That's definitely death. That's definitely death. There's no way they live from that. You don't live after that. They would tumble down like, what, 3 stories of a school? What a wonderful game stream. I know, right? Crazy. Let me turn the game audio off and turn mine on. Let me turn this. Volume mixer. Turn the game audio off. Broken Rebel broke their fall. Can you imagine? Ugh. Landing on concrete. Oh wow, this is so soft and fluffy. I love this. I love falling onto ragged, broken concrete on the floor. But let me find someone to raid. We're going to raid into... We're going to raid into... Lemmy. But, we're gonna raid into Lemmy, and, tomorrow I will be playing, Pokemon ZA. And then, after ZA, we're gonna go into, a collab that Perry and I are doing. Tomorrow, Perry and I are gonna do karaoke at night. So it'll be, in the morning, Pokemon ZA, and then in the nighttime, we're gonna do, karaoke with Perry. It's gonna be Discord karaoke. So it won't be perfect, okay? But it'll be fun. And that's what matters. Am I right? And then, on Saturday, I'll be watching Ava's Backspace Broadway event that I'm in. So please make sure to check out Ava's stream. Let me pull it up and send it to you guys so you can save it. We'll be here on Saturday, which is the Broadway concert that Ava's hosting. And then on Sunday, I'll be playing Project Zomboid, the VTuber server that Dreamy made. And I believe Yui will be playing with me, but we'll both be streaming on our different sides, but we'll be playing. Thank you, Mad Strokes, for the green super chat. Bye, Toka. Looking forward to the Pokemon 32. Thank you. I'm really excited to play ZA. I've seen that they brought back customizable outfits. I love customizable outfits. I love them so much. So I'm really excited to play the game. And I am also really excited to try resetting again and again and again till I get a female starter. Or maybe my gacha luck will be insane and then I'll get a girl on the first try. Because for some reason, apparently they started auto-saving. Apparently you can't turn off autosave anymore, which is kind of like the most bullcrap I've ever heard in my life, but like, whatever. So, it's fine, I guess. It's only 50-50, right? Not bad odds, you know? That's true. But this is the raid message. I should really make a stream deck, like, toggle for this so I can just press a button and then have it. But I haven't done that yet. But I keep thinking about it. Same with my name. So I can easily type. But this is the raid message, and we're gonna go raid into Lemmy. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Thank you for hanging out and yapping and playing 30 minutes of the game. 30 minutes of the game with me. But I will see you all soon, okay? 3, 2, 1.